Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Hello, you guys. Good morning, good evening, and thank you for being here. And thank you for your loyalty. I appreciate it. I constantly get little comments on various social websites telling me they've been following me a long time. So I really appreciate that. Wouldn't be here without you. So apparently on X, there's a very good tweeter who seems to have some connections, okay? Apparently Meghan had a mental breakdown, okay? It might sound cruel what I'm about to say. Some people will say, well, I would never wish that on anyone. But actually, it's a good thing when a narcissist has a mortification narc collapse. That's basically getting the mask to crack and seeing the light of day of her true self. And during those moments, for her to get a 5150 hold would be excellent, because then she could actually get the true diagnosis of NPD. That is if they actually had the balls to do it. A lot of networks won't do it because they want your money and they'll hold back on telling the client. But a lot of times, if they get suicidal enough and they get to the point where they're like that, sometimes they will actually hand it out. More so in the prison systems, unfortunately. But anyway, so I'm going to do a spread on that. It also could be just for attention is attention is attention, and just master manipulation of, you've all hurt me and look at me and you did this to me. So it could be completely fake, or it could be she really did. I wouldn't be surprised if she actually is on the brink of it. If she hasn't fully, I could see her getting at the cusp of it, because she's been rejected. She's not wanted. She's unpopular. Everyone has stripped her mask, stripped her lies, exposed her as who she is, and she doesn't want to face who she is. She's been a full avoidant of who she is, and her ego and her matrix isn't holding up. The devil card upright has gone in reverse. It's stripping her reality, her false illusions, and forcing her to swallow the bitter pill that she can't keep gaslighting everyone. And it's putting her in a situation of a lack of confidence, a lack of uncertainty, not knowing where her future holds. And so I could see her not knowing where she's going to get her next buck, who she's going to manipulate next. Trust me, all narc mortifications is not because of what they did to other people and the people they hurt. It's strictly self-referential focused. My pain, I hurt, I'm not getting what I want. I want to restore order through manipulation, and it's not happening. So for her, it's all going to be unfair, unjust. Her pushing boundaries isn't working. Her disregard for others isn't working. No one's accepting her mistakes. No one cares about her. She's irrelevant. People simply don't give a rat's ass about her. She can't handle that people don't care. She needs people to care in order to control. Without that cause of concern, without any care for her, there's no game. Game up. So this is why I say, stop caring about what other people think of you. If you suspect someone's a narcissist, you tell them, quote unquote, I really don't care what your opinions of my decisions are in life. I feel super confident in my own decisions. And stop referring to them for any advice in any sort whatsoever. You don't share your good side. You don't share your bad side. You don't share anything. You don't share your good news or your bad news, because they will not celebrate you. And if you have bad news, they're going to celebrate your bad news. And if you have good news, they're going to try to compete with your good news, and they're going to try to destroy your good news or whatever good's happening in your life. So the way to crash them down on an interpersonal level is to tell them you don't give a shit about their opinion. And yeah, I use the word shit, and I'll keep saying shit. So you just want to make sure that they realize that you're strong in guiding yourself, and that you could self-regulate yourself, that you have high boundaries, you trust your own judgment, that you will handle the responsibility of poor judgments, that you can handle when things don't go well. If things don't go well, then oh well, I learned another life lesson, and I will take that life lesson and I will carry it with me and grow and expand myself from my poor decisions. And I'm okay if I fail. Failure's okay. Failure is a nice positive lesson to do better later. And you're capable of growing with those horrible experiences. And through horrible experiences, you become a better person. Well, a narcissist doesn't want that. They want you to depend on them exclusively. By saying you don't give a rat's ass about their opinion, all game is lost. It is game off. There is absolutely no manipulating you whatsoever. They really need you to be concerned about their criticism, their judgment, their influence, and it just strips them. And the fact that the world is saying, we don't care about you. You're like a criminal. You've got evil visions here. She's the world card in reverse, and the world has no empathy for her. So at this point in time, her world card is in reverse with health issues, more than likely. And this is where the world owes me. I'm feeling sorry for myself, the entitlement issues, feeling like an absolute catastrophe has landed on her lap. But that's what has to happen. And you want that to happen with a cluster B person. Just like you would want that with an addict or someone who has a substance abuse disorder. You can only help them when they fall down, when they completely crash. Now with the narcissist, it's going to be very temporary. They might say, well, I'm going to learn about myself, learn about my disorder, but they will always fall back on their ego, and most will fail at any kind of treatment. The percentage that succeed is very, very slim. I'm not saying this because I think she would succeed. I know she'll fail. She's way too beyond help as far as I'm concerned. So this would more than likely is just a pity ploy and to get the world to feel sorry for her, because the world doesn't feel sorry for her. And she feels entitled that the world should. She wants to be promoted. She wants to have unrestricted access to do what she wants, and she's feeling restricted and suppressed, just like she did when she was in the royal family, because she couldn't be in control. It's that devil card in reverse. She wants to puppet people, and she can't do it. So let's get some cards on that. She needs that 5150 hold. Most likely she is not, but let's get the cards. A 5150 hold would be a 4 of Swords in reverse, which would be a mental collapse and an unwanted hospital stay, is the 4 of Swords in reverse. So let's find out what's going on with Meghan. Meghan and her virtue signaling, most likely, that she's in a mental collapse and she is not doing well. How's Meghan coping? How's Meghan coping? How's Meghan coping in society and life? Where's her energy? Is she having a mental collapse? Is she having a narcissist mortification collapse? Boom, nothing's working. So she just wishes to be alone right now. She knows she's a complete total loner in this position, and she's alone in her viewpoints. She's lost all resources. There's no future. And basically she's trying to avoid confrontation right now. And she's bored. She's bored. There's no devotion to her. She's overpromised and underdelivered. She's got no consistency. She's a loser energy. So loser. They're built on winners and losers, and she lost. And she's fallen on her face, literally. She cannot work. No one will help her. No one will work with her. No one will do her podcast. No one wants to align themselves with her brand. So her workhorse card is in reverse. It's bad news. Nothing but bad news, bad news, and bad news. All the launching she's attempting to do is failing. And right now she's got this cowardly energy. And she basically would like to be a workaholic. She wants other people to work for her, okay? She wants servitude. But basically, it's that bored psychopathic energy and needing to hold herself up alone. And she has lost all her resources. Resources. She uses people as resources. She's not willing to work. Those resources are supposed to do it for her. And it's just something, everyone's quits on her. So everyone's quitting on her. Let's get to the bottom of the deck. Yeah, she wants people's loyalty. You're supposed to be loyal to me with the Page of Pentacles. All her plans, her goal orientation, thinking she got the slow and steady, that she can develop, that she can do job training. So she was using the video as sort of job training with that professional chef that said she couldn't do anything. She needs other people's education and studies to help her look good because she's not capable. She doesn't have the studies. She doesn't know how to cook. She doesn't know how to cut bread. It's all for show and appearances, and she uses other people to do it for her because she's too lazy to do it herself. And they're like, no, I'm not doing it for you. It's back to, you teach someone how to fish, they can fish for themselves, but she wants everyone do for me and make me look good, make it look me. That's supposed to be my path, is you're supposed to do it for me. But people are just like, go to hell. I'm not doing it for you. Fall on your face. I don't care. Why don't you try educating yourself and learn for yourself how to do it for yourself so you can fish for yourself and get your own fish? But she won't do that. Ooh, challenging position. She's not respected. She's not seen as a guru or any kind of leader of any kind. And basically, no one is, she's not a role model. Hierophant in reverse. We don't care who you are. We don't care that you used to be a royal. You're not a royal now. And we're not conflicted over the situation. We can be at peace in the situation. She is estranged from people. She's facing divorce and breakups left and right. She's not accepted in the family. You're not top hierarchy. You're bottom hierarchy. So back to being, I'm a loser and I'm a loser. So she is not, she's not in service and duty to others. She's for herself. She doesn't get the religious approval from people. She does it for herself. She does not fit in. Elders do not, people don't see her as some wise elder. She's the opposite of a wise elder. She won't take advice from anyone. So really this is her own problem, her own fault, and it is the ASPD position of antisocial personality disorder with disregard for other people, and no one's celebrating her. Her marriage is falling apart. Everything she thought she would get, having ceremonial celebration of putting her up on top, she's on the bottom now. She cannot climb the ladder. She did this to climb the ladder into the royal family, thought she can become queen, thought she could guide other people, that she's the spiritual leader, that it's divine connection, and she is teaching people powerful lessons, and oh, I'm in servitude to other people. But no, it's the opposite. She wants others to servitude her. She's too lazy to do her own path even. Pretty bad when you can't even do your own path. Focal point here. So it's looking like she's not in a cycle where it's just looking like a pity play because she's not getting what she wants. Then we have here 6 of Cups in reverse. Basically, it's time for her to grow up. It's time for her to grow up. She's smoking a lot of weed. That's plant medications position. And she's trying to, she's going to claim bad childhood, unhappy memories. Ooh, sneezing. So upright is receiving the gifts of other people and the loyalty and kindness, giving it to her, reconciling, and hiding her dysfunction, okay? She can't do that. They're not willing to share gifts. They're not willing to give their gifts of education to Meghan for her benefit, to elevate her, and just basically saying no. So she can't handle that. You're basically being told no will give them a narc collapse. No is a powerful word to them. Past position. Yep, she wants to be in the royal family. She wants to be in the royal family. He refuses her. You're not allowed. That is the royal crest. That is the King of England. King of England's in her past. She cannot get any connection. There's no harmony in the family. They will not allow her back. That 6 is in reverse, so there's no reunion. She can't get back in. And if she did get back in, she would still be low hierarchy. And she wanted to, she should have learned and stayed the course. She should have learned about it and become loyal. That's what she should have done. So she's seeing that she should have been loyal. But all these scream she wasn't loyal. She wasn't willing to work for free. She wasn't willing. She became a disordered individual. She's like, this is nasty. I'm struggling. I'm moving out. I'm leaving. I'm leaving the royal family. I'm leaving the royal family. I'm not working for you, but she should have been loyal. So this is where the mask is cracking and peeking in, and she's seeing where she screwed up. Let's get to the hidden energy. Hidden energy. Woo, there we go. Hidden energy. Well, we know what that was all about, right? She wanted to become a star. She wanted to become a celebrity. That's why she left. We know that. It's just telling us the obvious, obviously. Cards don't lie. And she's having to swallow the ugly reality pill that she has no options. With the 7 of Cups in reverse, there is no options here. So she's got to swallow that ugly pill, and all her options are blocked. The test failed. She thought, I could do what I want. I could try it, and if it doesn't work out, I can go back. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can never be a working royal. You said you were going to be a celebrity. Make it happen, girl. Make it happen. She was completely loyal to being a celebrity, thinking she had all the options in the world, but it was wishful thinking, upright. Wishful thinking. She thought she can choose her path. I'm going to choose my path. I'm loyal to my path. Always loyal path to become a star and glow up over the royal family. But that option's been stripped, completely stripped. So now she's finally realizing that she is completely fallen on her face, that this tungsten energy is bending at this point. Going into the future for Meghan, going into the future. She's mentally sick. So she is mentally sick. She's going thick into lies. She's very neurotic right now, very psychosis, lunacy, mental illness. She's trying to play out probable scenarios. She's got mother issues. She can't cope with reality. She's got this very neurotic imagination. She's trying to do confabulations of trying to hide her truth. She's drowning in her hidden truth. She knows the truth, but she wants to continue to hide it. But she's supposed to face her fears with that moon card. But she wants to go back into imagination, child reenactment of this was what was supposed to happen. I was supposed to have all the options of becoming a big celebrity. I was intended to have that path, but it was just built on mental illness and lunacy, to be honest, and fabrications and just total false imagery there. It's just smoke. It's smoke and mirrors here. Smoke and mirrors. It's that fun house of mirrors of the narcissist. Yeah, Richard Gannon. There was a short video. I have to share this with Richard Gannon. The question was, how does a narcissist become a narcissist? He said by the age of 4 years old, they split off their true self because they didn't feel like they ever fit in, that they were kind of low vibe and nothing was working and didn't feel quite accepted. They chose this new path of lunacy here, of reenacting the past and reenacting stuff. And they become this thick with lies and illusions. It's like a hall of mirrors in their mind at about the age of 4. It's like going into a fun house and they're very distorted mirrors within their brain. And these distorted mirrors is that fantasy, that illusion that I will create what I want with these thick lies. And then that's why they want to project it onto other people and get other people to mirror them back. That's mirroring of lies too. I want people to mirror me in my fantasy. And it starts at a very young age, and that's where they live in fantasy land. And this is a fantasy land card. So she knows she's living in a fantasy land, and she's facing that fantasy land for her future. That she is just drowning in all her lies and deceptions and hall of mirrors. And so it's sort of like a fun house of mirrors there. And she wants to keep it. So she's very trying to disassociate herself as well, disassociating in psychosis from reality. So yeah, she's very sick right now, but so far I'm not seeing a 5150-year-old. That would have to be the Four of Swords in reverse, most likely. And so far I haven't pulled that yet. Maybe I will. But she definitely is in a sick mind that nothing's working, and she can never go back from what she walked away from. And her options are completely stripped. So without options and having to face reality, she gets thicker and thicker and sicker into psychosis and paranoia. And basically, rose-tinted glasses too. And she's just going to live in the past with the rose-tinted glasses that she was once a royal. So let's get into, and the rose-tinted glasses theory is I put on my rose-tinted glasses. I force my victims to put their rose-tinted glasses on because I can keep abusing you with my lies. I expect you to put on those rose-tinted glasses and believe my narratives. So that way we can do the shared fantasy enmeshment. So she wants to continue the shared fantasy enmeshment with Harry and with everyone that she gets within her reach, inner circle. All people in her inner circle are to share her fantasy. So right now she's like, did that even happen? Was that even my reality? Did I actually even do that? So she's going back into psychosis here. She gets very psychotic. An email from years ago from a magazine editor knew that she was very psychotic in an email, and actually it leaked out. This was like 5.5 years ago, you guys. So she does get psychotic. Going into feelings. Ooh, feelings. Here we go. So she wants back in the rulership. She wants to be in control of her life, but she's stuck now. And she feels like it's delayed, but she can't heal it. It's failed. She did a failed transition. She left the royal family. She left King Charles. She left the rulership. She left the monarchy, and she is now stuck. She cannot go back. She cannot get out of this painful place for more potential. She's stuck and drowning in her own position. It's like iceberg. She's completely stuck. She has nowhere to go. And they are not going to fix her problems, because the King of Wands has the ability to move obstacles, and they're not going to move her obstacles. Outside influence. Ooh, there we go. Outside influence. Well, I got two here that want out. So she wants people to rush in to help her and give her love and give her support and connect with her and give her a fresh chapter and say, yes, yes, Meghan, you can get what you want. Yes, Meghan. Also, it's about the children, the birth of love. Where's your children, Meghan? And she knows that she's got to find something to fix the situation. So she's overflowing with emotions with the Ace of Cups. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I'm going to put out the message, a concerning message, an aggressive, concerning message of caution over a person or event, which is her, over all the events that she caused. And she's not going to let that waver. She wants people to come in to coddle her. Sorry, we're not going to coddle you, Meghan. So she wants to be coddled. She wants her mental illness coddled, and she wants someone to rush in. So that's what she wants, because no one's willing to work with her. There's no loyalty. No one's willing to share their gifts to elevate her. Outside influences. She's feeling very alone. It's a wash and repeat behavior. She will not do inner reflection. So she is not reflecting. So this is a false front suffering for attention. Attention is attention. She is fully withdrawn. She's in total isolation with lots of paranoia. She has absolutely no clue what she's going to do. She has no clue. She's not soul searching. She's not doing inner contemplation. She'll never learn her lesson. She's absolutely reckless. She's reckless. She doesn't know what her path is. And she's completely got a cracked path. Where do I go now? It's almost like I'm roadblocked. 9 in reverse. 9 in reverse here. Let me move this so you can see. It's 9 in reverse here. So it's coming to a negative completion. And she feels stupid. She knows she has no integrity. No one's there to protect her. Who's going to give me my security? Complete negative completion there. Final outcome. And she'll do a wash and repeat. She did the whole unaliving threat to even get Harry to leave. That's how she got Harry to leave the royal family, to become a celebrity, because she thought she had all the options. And that she could be the rulership of her own world. And Harry, you get to be King Harry in California. But that didn't happen. That did not happen. No, you're stuck. You got stuck with Harry, and now you have to rule your own life. Final outcome. Final outcome. Boom. Woo! It is a full-on tower crashing in reverse. So she's basically feeling envious. She feels like it's a total takedown on her. And she has to face what she's been trying to avoid. She's unlikely to ever rebuild herself. She can never shed the old skin to build something new. There's no beauty in the moment. There's no transformation. She has inflexibility, total inflexibility of mental illness. These two, inflexibility is the definition of mental illness. She cannot see any other way. She will never see in any other way. She will never self-reflect. She just wants someone to come in and rush and coddle her and help her, because I'm at risk. I'm at risk. Come save me. So I say it's a false front. She's not in a 51-50 hold, but however, she's never going to be able to clear the energy. She would love to clear the energy and rise herself up like the rising phoenix, and that she can, do things beyond her control. She can shed the old, bring in the new, time to rebuild. She likes to change and rebuild and recreate and throw spaghetti at the wall and recreate herself. The gig's up. She cannot throw any more spaghetti at the wall to recreate herself and say, okay, now I'm going to do this. Now I'm going to do that. HBO said no. Netflix is going to say no. Invictus should be saying no. Everyone's saying no. You should not let her in. You should not be spending every dime you have on her wardrobe, her makeup, supposedly for the nannies, for food, for flights, for private jets. Should not be happening. So she must have gotten a major tower crashing moment where she has no breakthrough insights. She has no breakthrough insights with the Hermit in reverse. She has no idea how she's going to get herself out of it. So she will claim, well, everyone's envious of me. They just wanted to take me down. So she'll play victim. And then she's going to want to go on revenge. This is where she's going to go on revenge. And she's just basically going to probably claim they're revenging me. But really, that's her karma and the karmic wheel spinning around and smacking her in the head, saying, you took down others, now your karma's coming back and it's crashing you down, and now you're in the dark. You're completely in the dark. Absolutely no path here. No enlightenment. You're dumb. You're stupid. You took a risk, and now you're really alone. You're really alone. You got what you wanted, but it came back around and hit you. I hope you enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.